में जो है उनको निराशा हाथ लगती है। मैं इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ अपनी बात खत्म करता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
माननीय के जया कुमार जी। अच्छा अच्छा।
Honorable Madam Speaker,
Jayakumar.
thank you very much for the opportunity. For a change, a bill has been brought in
Time हो गया.
to get the appreciation of the opposition parties also. I've been watching the deliberations going on here. Almost all members who spoke ahead of me have appreciated this bill. We should appreciate Dr. Jitendra Singh Ji, Honorable Minister, for this. Sir, at the same time, I would record my personal views that you are very late. We are all aware that what is happening in the country at various parts of the country. Some of the members have also mentioned that what is the size of this scam? How many states have suffered due to this? How many young lads have sacrificed their opportunities because of some scamsters coming in? If you see the types of scams, it is largely the outsiders coming in and doing this. Rarely the students or those who are taking up the examinations involved in this. Just to make quick money or fraudulent money, they got into the system and they spoiled the system and to earn money in a fraudulent way. I appreciate once again that you have realized the seriousness of this and you have brought the bill. At the same time, I join with our learned member, Mr. Hemachandran ji here, that he had pointed out quite a few changes which I feel is quite legitimate to have this. I have also seen some of the gaps or lacuna in this bill. One is that it does not provide solution straight away. Suppose if the examination is cancelled because of the scam, that batch of students had to wait for a very long period and they have no way to go out. They studied for these tough examinations for 6 months and 7 months, but another 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, indefinitely they have to wait for the government to come up for new set of examinations for those students. Therefore, I feel that there should be an option which is acceptable to the students' community or those students who are appearing for these examinations. Another thing is that the accountability of those officers of the examining agencies. I have seen it to an extent possible. I wouldn't say I have gone through very thoroughly. And here again, there is nothing mentioned about the people at the helm of affairs who are responsible for it. Most of the large-scale scams in this particular regard has been done with the involvement of the highest people sitting in the affairs of those matters. Therefore, I plead that those people who are sitting up to the higher authorities should be investigated, involved, and solution to be found. This is my one of the suggestions. Sir, another strange thing I see, I know it is for good or bad. Normally, any law you bring in, that is what I have been watching in this house. You always bind the state governments. Take up any law, whether it is an agricultural law, or it is CAA, or any kind of laws passed, plenty of laws passed in this house. You always tie up the state government. I don't understand why you have taken a different route for not to get involved the state governments or not binding it on this. Therefore, this is another thing I want to put it into your mind. Sir, another simple point, one of my earlier speakers here has mentioned, why this tendency of doing wrong things is happening. Why these unfair practices are taking place. Who is responsible for this? We should find the reason for it because we have to eliminate those reasons. These reasons come from primary level or high school level, and the students who are not getting prepared, who are looking out for an escape route to go in those ways and all. Particularly from the primary level onwards, we should provide a better education, a better discipline. I am one example for it. It never came into my mind to adopt any unfair practices in the exams. Sir, I have not passed up in some of the exams. I mentioned this, I disclosed this. When I am in a prepared situation, I take the exams. When I know that I will not and I cannot pass this exam, I prefer to stay out rather than getting into any shortcut methods. So such kind of good habits, such kind of ethics should be inculcated in the generation itself, that the bad practices should be avoided. Sir, I try to mention here in this regard only, our Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Stalin, is going step by step to see the welfare of the students. One of the cornerstones he has turned down is that he had brought in for the first time in the country breakfast system to all the elementary school children. From class 1 to class 5, for about 31,000 schools, about 17 lakh children are taking breakfast, because without breakfast, many children could not go to the school. They stay at home. The attendance in the school is coming down. To see that at the primary level itself, entire country, state students should be educated. This breakfast system is introduced. This is one of the systems I just mentioned. There are several educationists there, intelligence people are there, academicians are there. Please, to get the bill piloted, consult with them and take their course in this. Thank you very much.
श्री सुमेधानंद सरस्वती जी।